Now I give the floor to Azerbaijan Institute for Democracy and Human Rights, followed by Uzbekistan. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ahmad Shahidov. I represent Azerbaijan Institute for Democracy and Human Rights. And today's topic is very important because terrorism threatens the whole world today, and the countries are fighting terrorism together. Before talking about today's topic, I would like to mention that last year, these days, Azerbaijani army carried out the anti-terrorist operations in its sovereign territories. And as a result of these operations, the persons who organized and financed separatism and terrorism in Karabakh.
Excuse me, sir. Can you keep speaking on the subject?
Yeah, on the
sorry.
subject.
Thank you.
And persons who financed separatism and terrorism in Karabakh were arrested, and currently they are in prison in Azerbaijan. They are Ruben Vardanyan, Arkady Ghukasyan, Bako Sahakyan, Arayik Harutyunyan, David Babayan, and others. And these persons specially organized and financed separatism and terrorism in the Karabakh region of Azerbaijan. Sometimes our Armenian colleagues here try to confuse European diplomats and participants here.
Excuse me, sir. I'm sorry to interrupt.
But I am talking about the fighting terrorism and ensuring the fundamental rights of civilians. And because our Armenian colleagues sometimes to confuse the participants here that these persons are not the terrorists, they are the political prisoners. And I want to remind that the separatists arrested in Azerbaijan are those who have committed special war crimes against the people and state of Azerbaijan. And they are being tried to according Azerbaijani legislation as well as international law. But as a human rights defender, I also accept that those persons have certain rights, and I don't think that there is any problem in this area, because every week representatives of the International Committee of the Red Cross visit those Armenian persons detained in Azerbaijan, learn their conditions of detention, and Ruben Vardanyan and others regularly have telephone and Skype contact with their families. And as a country suffering from terrorism for the past 30 years, Azerbaijan fight against illegal armed groups and terrorist organizations in its territory. And during the fight against terrorism, human rights and fundamental freedoms were ensured, and necessary measures were taken for the safe movement of civilians of Armenian origin who voluntarily left Karabakh. And today, against the background of ongoing peace talks between Azerbaijan and Armenia, the return of Armenians to Karabakh, as well as Azerbaijanis to Zengezur region, and living together in safe conditions should be on the agenda. And I believe that both countries, Armenia and Azerbaijan, will do their part in this field, and real steps will take in for people's coexistence. Thank you for your attention.
I thank you. I give now the floor to Uzbekistan.